Hey, it's Biddy Penny. Welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is doing well. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday, everybody. Okie dokie. Well, you're looking at a, I guess, bonus craft roulette card that I made yesterday with channel members. Um, I said I was gonna make a Ryan, Deputy Heidi gel card, and I did. Oh my gosh, I totally belong in craft roulette jail because I made two cards this week and didn't submit them. So yesterday we made this one with Deputy Heidi. That's me locked up right where I belong in craft roulette gel. It is a bridge card. It's got salad colors because blueberries on top of your salad. And starts with J, jail. That's right where I belong. Craft roulette jail, and then swipe. I swiped ink on the embossing folder to get that color. So there we go. Lock me up. I was supposed to submit this card that we made together. All that trouble, we made this card, and I forgot. So now I have two. Okay, we're going to make a craft roulette card this morning. And it's going to go super quick because I'm going to use Kinder's Cards Challenge, the brand new one that just came out in April, KCC 22. And we made this card together the other day, sketch number 3. And it has 4 squares on it, which is one of the parameters. And I thought, awesome, I have a sketch for that. This card would almost work because it's got Easter colors, but it's not uh Zoifold. I think it's a Zoifold this week. Or is it Joyfold? I need to look that up. Well, if Miss Paul is here, she can tell me. Um, but then seal. Yeah. That's a really interesting parameter. Seal is one of the parameters. Seal or sealing. Sorry about that. So, you know, I got to remake it, but that's no problem. So that's what we're going to do. Lickety split. We're going to make this, and then I don't know what we're going to do. All right. That's the plan. Let me say hi to everybody. Whoa! Are we live? We are. We are, dear. How you doing? Hi, Linda. Has anybody gotten their cards yet? Have you checked your mailboxes? Anybody? Bueller? Bueller? Anyone? All right. I think these are Easter colors, so we're just going to revert right back to that paper pad. And then we're going to do some other stuff. Maybe I need to put a Godzilla on it. I don't know. We're going to do this for our colors, though, because I think they're very Easterly. And we're going to use that sketch. And what's really super cool about making a 5x7 card is that an A2 is this is like the perfect sketch, you guys. So if you're struggling with the card this week, this is the perfect sketch. I'm going to fold this back because I just don't know if it's supposed to be a Zoe fold or a Z fold. And honestly, I just can't even remember the difference. So we're just going to fold that back, and hopefully I will be forgiven by my compadres in the community. All right. So the cool thing is that A7, 5x7 card, A2 card. Look, it could not be orchestrated any better than that. Isn't that awesome? And here's the other cool thing is that this sketch is for A2 cards. So I just get to follow directions. Very hard for me, but I do. I get to follow directions and make this and just put it on there, and I'll have like my main decoration. It's just perfect. It's just it was meant to be. I was watching Craft Roulette last night. I was also washing what felt like enough dishes. I don't know, like we had fed an army or something, and I was on dish duty. I don't even know where they all came from. I don't know how that happens, but I was washing dishes. All right, I should have a whole heap of scraps. Let me continue to say hi to everybody as well. Hi, everybody. Okay, let's get one more pattern out. Oh, sure. Let's just use this one. Why not? All right. So I'm going to cut and talk and read. Miss Sharon, Miss Norma, hello. Hello, hello. Oh, you know what? Let me put that somewhere else so I can actually find it next time I'm looking for it. Okay. How's it going? Love that embossing folder. Yeah, that's a good one. I think it's called Cobblestone, Sharon. It's by Tim Holtz. Here's the, isn't that gorgeous? It's one of his 3Ds, and it really does look like three-dimensional. All the details just chef's kiss. Chef's kiss. Okay, seal. I happen to be over in the Craft Roulette Facebook page this morning, even though I don't Facebook. Look, if you have friend, I can't even say it. If you have friend requested me on Facebook and you're like, why won't she accept it? Does Bitty Penny not want to be my friend? Bitty Penny is not on Facebook. It's a rare special occasion. It's a rare sighting to find me over there. But for a few things, I will go over and hang out, and Craft Roulette's one of them. Although I haven't been there in a while. I did post the jail card there yesterday, and then it's easy for me to get swept up. I mean, it's so fun going through and seeing what everyone's made and seeing all the posts. So I probably spent 30 minutes this morning hanging out in the Craft Roulette Facebook page. If you didn't know they have one, and it's super fun. Highly recommended. All right, actually follow directions. Everyone knows that's hard for me. Okay, but I can do it. Oh, lost a piece of paper. How's everyone doing this morning? Is everyone well? Do you have big weekend plans? We're going to Guitar Center. I think I told y'all my son wants to play the bass. And I want to play I've always wanted to learn the bass. Anyways, he wants to go and check out the basses. He's going to be mowing lawns to get himself a bass. He's already said, shoot, I can do that in a weekend. And I love that for him. I love that he can just be like, you know what? I want a new bass. I'm going to go mow some yards and get me one. And it'll take him like a weekend. Because that boy made like $1,200 in a week last summer when he wanted his new computer, when he wanted to build a computer. So good on him. Plus, it teaches them the value of $1, right? And he doesn't mind doing it. His grandfather took him to this guy who's been fixing his lawnmowers for years, and he sells like secondhand lawnmowers, and he bought him a lawnmower, and my son would just cruise around the neighborhood knocking door to door with his lawnmower at the curb saying, "It's right here, it's ready, I'll mow your yard." Smart. All right. Let me continue to say good morning to everyone. Cool Johnny's here. Hey, Cool Johnny. Brother, your gel card is just next level amazing. I think I'm going to have to make more gel cards because it's actually kind of fun. I need a Folsom County one. I want to make one like with Johnny Cash. 3 1/4 by 4.5. Okay, if you want the dimensions, you gotta go get yourself the sketch. I'm not gonna share them here on my channel. You just gotta go get you one. All right. I'm looking for my next great color. What I want to put with these. I never did make it to Michael's for more paper. I'll make it there one day. Let's see. Okay. Good morning, Jennifer. Hello, Esther. How are ya? Girl, I need to get you a card in the mail too. You and Sala and Di. I don't know if I have Di's address. Ooh, why is that so small? Huh. Interesting. She has a lot more space in her sketch than I have on mine. I must have measured incorrectly. I wanted to see what it looked like these, and then I wanted to see what it would look like these. Now, we're going to have to figure out how we're going to, what the seal part of this is going to be. That's going to be tricky. Okay, let's put those over there. All right. So this part's pretty much done. Let me cut another mat. What are y'all doing this weekend? I will be working a ton. We are so far behind at work. It's insane. I'll also be cleaning because, you know, last week I was completely down for the count. I could not clean the house. So it shows. It definitely shows. And we have company coming, so I need to get it cleaned. Okay, I think I just cut that one. So now let me I'm gonna do this. Hey, darling. Hi, Miss Ava Lee. Jess, hello. Maddie, hi. How's everybody doing? It's Zoifold. So I folded it correctly. Yay. Woohoo. You're supposed to report on someone this AM, yes? Report on someone. Okay. Report. Yay. And Jennifer, you all healed up? Hope you're all healed up. All right, let's glue all this stuff together. We just won't get ahead of ourselves or worry about that whole like element of sealing. I have to say, Spellbinders released this die last year. That was like a walrus seal. I don't know. I know those are two different things, but I don't know which one it was. Either way, somebody used it on their card. And gosh, that thing just always makes me smile. It makes me so happy. It reminds me of the Beatles. It's just so cute though, like the Beatles, the band. I think when they did Sergeant Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club, they had the walrus. Right. Enjoying Saturday morning coffee with me. Yay. Hi, Jason Downs. Where is your wife? Is she okay? Where is Angie? I hope she's doing just fine. I'm feeling good. All right. Oh my gosh, Karen, what are you doing up so early, girlfriend? And hi. I mean, I'm just tickled pink that you're here, but you're up early. Okay, something about my measurements and the measurements I was supposed to have, I feel like are a little bit off. So what I'm going to do to make up for that is I'm going to push these pieces to the edges. This is not how the sketch goes. I'll point out the difference. So, get my pointer. I've got these pieces touching the edge of this purple mat, right? But in the sketch from Miss Kendra with the beautiful sketchy brain, that's not how it goes. There's like a border. Well, I guess hers are almost touching. So maybe that's what I need to do is just have them almost touching. I just felt like maybe I didn't cut right. I think I'll have them touch because I definitely like it more with the border around them than not. Jill Pounds, this would be a great week for one of your pinwheels because it has 4 squares in it. I'm wondering if you're going to add that to your card. Karen, I want to have you back on my channel. There's so many people. I need like to fit everybody in. I need to have like a guest every Saturday. I want to have Beth back. I miss her. Okay, Libby. Back. And you and Yolan and Bethany and Maddie and like all these people. And if I only have one guest a month, that just won't cut it. Part of the problem is me being a little bit terrible about planning. I basically plan as little of my life as I can. And I just, Love going with the flow, flying by the seat of my pants. Going with the feeling, going with the flow. All right, now those are nice and short. All right, so we have 3 of the 4 parameters. I have to figure out what I'm going to do about seal. I think I will look up the definition and see if that helps dislodge any creativity or ideas in my brain. Di, I don't know if I have your address. I was thinking about you this week, and I was like, I need to send her a card. And then I don't know if I have your address. That makes it a little complicated. Oh my goodness, you guys. My husband and I have been bit. It happens every spring. How many times have we been to the plant nursery? Well, so many already. And yesterday I was just working and doing nothing else. He was unsupervised, went without me, came home with 2 trees, 2 identical trees, but he was like, I just couldn't get just one. And he did call me. And he's like, hey, do you like this tree? And I was like, well, yeah, it's gorgeous. And I did say, do we need 2? So he's innocent. I might have planted the seed. Well, he came home with 2. We did not need 2 trees. But our backyard will now be the home to 2 new summer chocolate mimosa trees. Look it up. It's really pretty. We already have a mimosa tree in the backyard, but it's a regular mimosa. And this is a summer chocolate. And he likes my husband. He's just meant to be. He is my person. We were meant to be. It was destiny. We like a lot of variety. And we like a lot of variety and like the color of leaves of things we plant. So I like to mix, like purple and silver leaf and green leaf plants. And our yard is starting to look so magical. I'm going to take y'all on a tour one Saturday when things are really fully in bloom and, rocking out. We will go take a tour. All right. There, my dears, is the sketch. That is going to go right on here. So now we need to deal with this. We need to deal with this part of it all. The 5x7 part of it all. All right. I think I can. Okay, so we have an interesting situation here. We have a 5x7, and this is the 7-inch side with 6x6 paper. And it always presents a challenge to use 6x6 paper as a 5x7 card maker. But where there's a will, there's a way. So I want to push this down here, and I'm going to push this part up here, and we're going to create a gap. But the gap can always be filled by another piece of pattern paper. But I like, instead of, you do you could keep these together, have this at the top, and have a different pattern down here. But I want it not to look like that. Not that that's wrong, but I just don't want it to look like that. So instead I cut mine in half. I have these extras, these cutoffs over here. Let's see, we're gonna have to find another piece and make it wide enough. But I would rather create and cover the gap of the difference right there. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to take this piece. Okay, y'all don't get worried. Slow morning here, was up until 1 a.m. Got up at 8:15. Oh my goodness. Sounds like a great day for a nap, Cool Johnny. Sounds like a nap kind of day. She's here, Angie. Right? Angie's like, were you up till 1? Well, Angie, he might not be able to say on the internet. Harley lady, good morning. It was lots of cussy cutting, Flo. Oh boy. Yeah. Boy, Desiree's stamp had me when I was dissecting it the other day. I was getting my cussy cutting work out. And y'all know I'm just down with it. Your son has a real entrepreneurial spirit, Biddy Penny. That will serve him well. Yeah, Flo, I don't think my son's going to be able to work for anyone else. So it is going to be his means of survival to have that entrepreneurial spirit, because my son is fiercely independent. Like, the only other person I've known that's that independent was my father. He's got a bit of his grandfather's spirit, and yeah, no, I don't think young Z is going to be able to like work for the general public and be a happy man. So I think he needs to stay very, he's going to have to find his way, basically. We all do, right? But I just can't picture my son working for anybody but himself. I could be wrong. He might prove me wrong. He's only 15. But based on all the evidence so far, okay, so I'm going to put that right there. This is all coming together. I just have no idea what I'm going to put on top. That's the only thing. These are very Easter colors, right? Light purple, light yellow. Let's put this yellow on the inside of the card. Then I would say I'm good. I would say that's the look. All right, so let's just cut this down to 5x7. And I'll keep reading. Please tell Sparkleheart that I'm sorry, but her birthday card will be late. Oh my gosh, Angie, don't you worry. And that's very sweet that you're sending her one. Sparkleheart. Hey, how can I get 2 out of here? I sure can. Let's do that. Well, I don't know if I can get 2, but I'd rather cut it this way. Sparkleheart is compromising this year. Is that really? Wait, what? Hold on. This is the page. I almost cut that wrong. I know a 5x7 when I see one, and that was not one. Okay. And I'm not wasting paper here by covering these. 1, because aesthetically, it's just what it needs. But 2, these are flimsy card bases, you guys, like super flimsy paper. And I do that because I tend to add a lot of layers. So it kind of doesn't matter at the end of the day if the paper's thin. And it's not some like 110-pound cardstock. Because if I start with a 110-pound base, which I do really, really, really like, the problem is they get so heavy. And a lot of times I use watercolor paper or lots of layers of cardstock. So that's why the last time I cut myself a bunch of 5x7 card bases, I did it out of a thinner paper. Okay, let's put this down. Reagan, Linda Veal, hello. My kids always had summer jobs. I think they really taught them the value of money. Oh, heck yeah. Absolutely, Maddie. 100%. Yeah, it's funny because my son needs to put more thermal paste in his computer that he built last summer. But he's like, man, I'm really nervous. Like, I don't want to get in there and break something because all the parts are so expensive. But if mom had just bought that, mom and dad, he'd probably not have been as cautious, right? Okay. There we go. What do y'all think? I think I like it. I like how bright and cheerful it is. I'll just slap a Godzilla on here and we'll be done. Just teasing. Some people might come straight out of their chair. I know a couple people like it. Fold, fold, done. See, I knew this was going to go quickly. And it is. Okay. I think I just have these random pieces over here. Ooh, I like that blue butterfly. And then I have a journal say box that has like these faux seals. Where is that journal say box? How do you misplace a whole huge box? Well, messy craft room, that's how. Anywho, I have a box from Journal Say, and I have these faux seals. I have real wax seals, but I'm kind of like Mary. Like, that seems like a lot of work when I can just put a sticker on it. I mean, the wax seals make things feel special and nice, and they're kind of fun to play with melting wax, but I want to get on with my life. So we're going to use a fake one. Let's use blue. Ooh, I like this one with the yellow flowers. These are from Journal Say. Great supporter of the Bitty Penny channel. And what we're going to do is pop that right there on this butterfly. And I think we just made our card. And I believe I've hit all the parameters. Whoa. I kind of want to put seam binding behind this. Hold on just a second. I have some right here. Let's grab this purple. Okay, let me get caught up with all of you. Debbie, I need to call you and Larry today. I hope y'all are around. If not, we can talk maybe tomorrow. But I want to talk about, Debbie's coming to see me, Debbie and Larry. I don't think I need to keep it a secret. And I want to talk about plans and all the things. Okay, there is an end in sight. It's not in sight, but there is an end to this. Where is it? I'm going to find you. Okay. One way or another. I just want kind of a messy piece of seam binding behind a butterfly because I think that will be a fun touch. Yep, I like it. But I think what that means is I'm going to have to pop the butterfly up with a little bit of foam tape. Okay. Hi, Kat. How you doing? Oh my gosh, I can't wait to see you again at Craft Roulette Live. Kat's going. She got her ticket. She's going all the way from Florida. And I am so excited. I'm going to double up my foam tape. All right, you guys. I'm still reading. Saying hello to everyone. Bertha, how you doing? Carmina, hey there. Die. I'll be fussy cutting for weeks, I think. Well, I think I might be fussy cutting the rest of my life. Put a whole bunch of glue right here because that's hopefully going to capture that ribbon. There we go. I don't know. I just wanted just a scotch of ribbon to show behind this. There we go. All right, come here, seal. Now that don't do it. All right, you guys, we did it. Now you know the drill. If I do not sit here and take a picture of this and submit it right away, it may not make it in, even though it's Saturday and I have all the way till Thursday. Miss Paula K, I told you on Facebook, I need adult supervision. Just because I make it on a Saturday doesn't mean that by Thursday I will have remembered to turn it in. Oh, Angie, I know. My mom and I were talking about my house yesterday because she's spring cleaning, and I was like, I went to Lowe's. I bought all the stuff to spring clean. Like I'm not even going to tell you what I spent at Lowe's when I was in the mind frame to spring clean, and yet I haven't done it. Yeah, I'll get there. So here is my card. I believe this is a Zoe fold, right? Because it's a Z fold and a Joy fold combined. So I believe I have met that parameter. Easter egg was the colors. The element was seal. Here's my seal. It's faux seal, but that doesn't matter. And 4 squares was the random. Bada bing, bada boom. She's done. Let's get her submitted, or else I'm going to land back in craft roulette gel. But Miss Lisa, our friend Lisa here, Lisa Sullivan, she said that craft roulette gel has endless craft supplies. So I was like, lock me up, throw away the key. If that's the case, craft roulette. What is craft roulette? Craft roulette is the ultimate card making game challenge. And it is a YouTube channel where you, on Friday nights, Mary hosts a guest. Last night it was Emily, and I thought, oh, this is a brand new card maker to me, but I think I've seen her kind of advertisements for her dies, maybe on Instagram or something before. Hold on. Did I do submit as a guest? Hold on. Let's submit as a member, eh? And then I realized, yeah, I think I have seen her advertising her dies before. But that was fun. And I didn't get to finish the episode, but I got to watch most of it, I would say. That's an okay picture. It'll do. I do not need to sign up for the email list. Fold. Okay, so I'm doing Easter, I don't know what to say, pastel and bright Easter colors. So wax seal. All right. 4 squares. I don't know. I used KCC 22. And a high five. Can I put a high five in here, or is it just for letters? I don't know. I think these numbers are wrong. How is it that I feel like it keeps going down and not up? But supposedly I'm at 87 now. I thought it was already at like 90. I don't know, you guys. I don't know. Opt out of the giveaway. So all of you, if you get a card in, then you can be in the giveaway. All you have to do is submit a card the way that I just did really quickly on craftroulette.live. And then you'll be able to be entered into a drawing with all kinds of fabulous things. I did it. I submitted it. I'm leaving the 16th for Independence, Kansas. Oh, cool. Nice. Interesting, Kat. Okay. I'm going to get caught up real quick with you guys. What should I bring to Craft Roulette Live? Bring like a go bag. Do you want to see my go bag? Let me go get it. I'll BRB. I'll show you what I'm bringing to Craft Roulette Live. I'm back. All right. I had to dust her off. She's still kind of dusty because she hasn't been going anywhere. Let's move our card out of the way. Yeah, she's pretty dusty. She needs to travel. Okay, I have this really big, awesome, like, makeup case. Is what it's a travel makeup case, and y'all can't see it. All you see are big old polka dots. But this is my go bag. Okay. And inside, this is what I kind of take anywhere. Like if I go to a crop or how I'm traveling to craft roulette, this is what I'll be taking. I have a little Tim Holtz container that has a rainbow of little cubes. So I have ink. That's the ink. I have a little paper trimmer. This one's tonic, and it's just a little bitty dude, but he's perfect. I have a stamp positioning tool. Not necessary, but handy if you can throw one in. This is Tim Holtz tonic. One. Oh, this is from last year. I meant to put those on my face, and that's from Craft Roulette last year. Oh, a couple more ink spots. A ruler. These are empty, I think. Well, they're supposed to be, but they're not. These are just like project bags. So if I'm working on something and I need to put it away quickly, like there's different classes at Craft Roulette Live, then, you know, you could take these. And then I also have some embroidery floss and a awl in case I'm going to make a journal while I'm on the road. Then I can, and there should be a needle in here, which is scary. I don't know. But yeah, so because Kat, you're a junk journaler like me, I do have just a little bit of embroidery floss and all, and a needle in there. Then I take cardstock and I take watercolor paper. It looks like I have a little bit of origami paper in here too. This was from Craft Roulette Live last year. I also have a Dollar Tree, you guys. The Dollar Tree cutting mats are amazing. I have a couple of them. You'll see me use one all the time. I always pull this out when I need to like fussy cut between some things. Anyways, they're $1. I don't know what, I haven't been to the Dollar Tree in months. I don't know what they charge for anything anymore, but they're $1 something. And I have one of those in here. Very handy. I don't know that this is needed, but I have it in here. I have a waffle flower silicone mat. And the reason I have this is because I want to be respectful of people's like tablecloths and, you know, I don't want to leave a mess, but I have watercolor and I'm a mixed media artist. So I need to be able to make a mess, but not leave a mess. So that's why I have that in here. That all lives in one of these, just kind of, this is scrapbook.com. I have a bunch of these in different sizes, these plastic envelopes. Ooh, so all that lives in there. Okay. This is a really old paper pumpkin box, but in here, card bases. You're going to need card bases, girlfriend. Bring your card bases. So I have a bunch of card bases and watercolor paper. So that's where I keep that. Plus a lot of space. See how much space there is to make, like to store other things. So I like to leave plenty. I don't want to pack this thing so full that I can't put more things in it. So I just have card bases, some watercolor paper. Looks like I have some little mini blenders. I don't know about that. I have a cord to something. Headphones. Oh, yeah. Take my headphones in the. Oh, I do have a mini blender, it looks like. Okay. Didn't even know that was in there, but there we go. Got a mini blender. Need to put these back in here. Okay, this has, and sorry, I know I'm not reading y'all's comments. I'm so sorry. This has a stamping block. I thought I had a couple. Oh, another mini blender. Foam squares. tape, washi tape and glue stick. I'm gonna put my ink there. Does this feel excessive? The thing is I never end up really needing anything. You know, I have everything I need to pull something off. Over here on the sides, I have fussy cutting scissors, micron pens, paint brushes, right, like pens and paint brushes, and fussy cutting scissors. That's on one side. On the other side, I have glue bottles, spray mister, another paintbrush. Oh my gosh, so many glue sticks. And a pokey tool. Again, this would work for my all, but it's all good. I like to share. I like to have, like, what if somebody didn't bring glue? I could just give them a glue stick. You know what I mean? When I pack, I try to pack for the whole class, not just for myself. So I don't have to be stingy with my glue sticks if I'm on the go. Watercolors, enamel dots, double-sided tape, micron tape. This is not necessary, but it's here anyways. That is my go bag. So when I get a chance to go craft with somebody, or like to go to Craft Roulette Live, all I have to do is take that bag. It has, oh, put that ruler back. It has everything I need, because when you go to Craft Roulette Live, you're going to get a goodie box like you've never gotten before. So you don't need to take stamps and dies and all that stuff, because girlfriend and dude friend, that box is going to have so many stamps and dies and all the things in it. So you just need tools like that. Does that help? I hope that helps. Maybe even if y'all aren't going to Craft Roulette Live, maybe seeing my go bag will help you pack your go bag. I'm going to put these back in. Maybe this year I'll remember to put them on my face. All right. So anyways, I hope that helps you all. Oh my gosh. Look at that. I got y'all all discombobulated. Let's get you back in session here. Let's get it back to a good place. All right. So that is my go bag. All right. Let me continue to read. Still have his puppies. Oh. She's got to go take care of her puppies. Betty Penny said yes to the pinwheel. Yeah. Oh, I think the pinwheel definitely work for Foursquare. I thought of that last night. Y'all are talking about your Craft Roulette cards. Oh, your address is on your channel. Good, Di. I will look that up. Let me make a note. Tour without cutters. Here's the thing about my go bag. I've never tried to get through TSA with it. And something tells me TSA is not going to like my scissors. Something tells me, and I was going to try to fly without checking anything in. I'm just making a quick note that Di's address is on our channel. All right, cool. Noted. Di, thank you. Anyways, TSA is not going to like these. They're going to not understand that these are the ultimate paper crafting tool. They're going to be scared. And I don't want to scare them. I don't need any problems. Trees are an investment in the future. I love trees in a yard. Oh, Debbie, wait till you get here and see our yard compared to like the last time you were here. It's booming. And now we'll have chocolate mimosas. Aww. Hi, Shane. Thanks, Maddie. Carmina, have an awesome day. Delise. Hi. You funky Homo sapien. I love you. Missed you last night, Delise. Is everything okay? All right. What are we going to do? What do you want to do? I already made my craft roulette card. I don't want to go yet. Let me catch up on comments and then guess what? It's going to be viewer choice. Oh no. Oh no, Delise, your eye. Hey, crafting from the broom closet. Cheers. Hello. The object was removed from the eye, but it scratched my cornea pretty badly. Oh no. Every 24 hours. Oh, that's terrible. I'm so sorry, friend. That's horrible. And you wear glasses. What if you hadn't had glasses on? Yes, I do, Flo. So I need those thin card bases. Delise, I'm so glad you were on my channel before all this happened and that we got to hang out. Such a springy card. Yeah. Storm. Biddy, you will probably see this way too late, but if the circle part looked like a faux wax seal, oh yeah, Godzilla would stand out amazingly though, right? He would look pretty good on here. I'm just saying, he kind of looks good anywhere. Pretty Penny, I like the butterfly. Yeah, the butterfly, it just makes sense. It just makes sense. If y'all are always wondering where does Bitty Penny get her seam binding, I get it from My Scrap Cabin Shop on Etsy. There are other sources too, but that was a place where I got a whole rainbow. I don't always share that, so I just wanted to share that real quick. I bought a whole rainbow from her. And that's where that came from. I will say it's not cheap. You may be able to find it somewhere else more inexpensively, perhaps. I don't know. Do your research. You don't have to get things where I get things. But she has beautiful rainbows, and I like that. And that bag has lasted me years. And I don't like hoard it. I'm not like, oh, I can't use it. No, I just grab it whenever I think about it. Flo, I do have candles, but no metal presser to create an imprint. What do you suggest? Kalinda, do you have anything like, you can use lace? Like you could make an imprint with lace on hot wax and get an impression. You could actually impress lace into the seal. That's another idea. Get creative with the things that you have. You could put metal objects in there. Where's my encrusted papers? Let me get my encrusted papers. So, encrusted papers. Where are the wax ones? Right here. I put like, are they falling apart? Oh no, that came from over here. I put like embellishments with the wax, like these flat back pearls, and buttons. See that? This one I didn't, I just put everything over it. and I just dripped the wax onto the card front. But like you could impress a button on it, you could put metal in it, you could put lace or fabric, or you could encrust with like gems. Yeah, encrusted papers. Dun, 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 dun. I'm getting caught up, you guys. And then Tammy, I want to say hi to everybody. Hi, Tammy. Thank you. Yes, we need to talk. How about tomorrow, though? We have family obligations today. Yeah, absolutely. I'm pretty open, Debbie. So, yeah, you just let me know. We tried to supervise you. I know, Angie. It's a hard job. Look, it's no joke. That's why my son wants to get a nanny cam for me. The level of supervision that I need, we need an evidently, according to my son, he needs a a nanny cam to keep up with me and to keep me out of calamity. I love it. Keep them guessing. Keep them on their toes. I always tease my daughter. Uh, well, you could have a boring mom that like makes you follow rules, and she's like, "No, never." That would be awful. Okay, I'm getting out of bed to make coffee and toast, Carmina. I like your plans. I like your speed and your mode. That's the way a Saturday should be. Karen, did you get those little puppies fed? Little puppies get hungry. They gotta grow. Oh, Lindaville, I just love you. Okay, you're so sweet to wake up that early. All right, oh, you did. Oh, Holly, I hope you enjoy them. And why won't this let me scroll? Hold on, you guys. If I miss something, it's my computer's fault. More Kinder's card challenge. Okay, Sharon is already voting. I think the virtual ticket is what I will do. Any new situation is anxiety inducing for me. I used to not be this way, but it's very irritating to be like this now at 64. Oh, Holly. Yeah, what you have to do, but little by little, hi, Nancy, is do the uncomfortable things anyways, but like traveling across country and doing it with 150 people is not the little way to do it. But the little things, you just do them anyways. And because I've dealt with anxiety. Oh, yeah. I had PTSD. So that comes with a healthy dose of anxiety. Well, an unhealthy dose of anxiety. But I find that, you just have to do the things anyways. Do them uncomfortable. Do them anyways. Don't let that stop you. And soon enough, you'll retrain your brain. I'm not a doctor, but that's what has proven to work for me. And when you get uncomfortable, you tell your brain, I'm fine. I'm safe. Thanks for trying to give me a warning, but you can calm down now because I'm doing just fine. I'm with my family. I'm with my friends. I'm doing something I enjoy. And eventually, the brain will start listening to you again. That would be my advice based on my own experiences. I do love the fine tip. Okay. Yeah, Holly, I hope you love them. I love them. All right. Does art journaling. Ooh, I do want to art journal. I do force myself to do things and I enjoy life fully. But like you said, 150 people is a lot. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. I get it. I'm so glad that they're doing a virtual version this year. Holly, you have to tell me about it and how it goes. And because I'm going to have a different experience than you. It doesn't make one better than the other. You're just going to have a different experience. Look, you had me at art journaling. Now, Sharon, the good news is that we're going to work through the Kendra's card challenge like all next week for the most part. I mean, we'll be doing a lot of it. And I'm going to move you guys again. And let's go somewhere. We've gone to Australia, Mexico, let's see, where are we going to go next? Thailand, Rome, London. Ooh, I did have London fog this morning to drink. Italy, Paris, Rio de Janeiro, Easter Island. I cannot wait to play with those. Mount Fuji. I think this might be, is this Peru? I can't remember. It's a lost civilization. Is this Venice? I think this might be like Venice, New York, Italy, Russia, Egypt. Sally sent me her Egypt kit and I can't get it open. I need to message her, but we're going to definitely play with Egypt when I can get Sally's kit open. Bavaria, Taj Mahal. Where do y'all want to go? Any votes? Anything jumping out at you? This is kind of our art journaling passport book. I don't know what this is. Petra. You'll have to tell me more. Which one of these is Petra? Is this Petra? London, Italy. Nancy, I need to get you on schedule. I'm just going to have guests like every other weekend so I can get everyone. Jordan. Oh, is this Petra? I think this might. Is this Petra? It's in Jordan. Where's my phone? Here it is. Google. When you go to Google, do y'all use this feature? I use it all the time. You can take a picture and you can Google a picture. Thank you, Google, for creating this. It is very helpful. No. Oh, yes, this is in the ancient city of Petra, Jordan. Yeah, I've seen a documentary about this and it's amazing. I would love to see this in person. This is Al Kazni. Kaznia. I'm sure I'm butchering that. Was that the first vote? It was. I'm going to go, wait, I want to make sure. Was Petra the first vote? I'm just going to go with the first one because I think we'd all pick a different place. Okay, we're doing Petra, Jordan. Now, the cool thing about this book, you guys, that I got on Amazon, Icons of the World, Scrapbook paper for journaling, is that every image has a vertical orientation and a horizontal orientation. I think that's super cool. We're probably going to go vertical. And this book is by Kate Curry and Portost. It's two different artists. Portost is one artist and Kate Curry is another. And they do these collaboration works sometimes. All right, we're going to Petra. Yeah, this really cool place is carved into the mountains. Hold on. I feel like this is just distorted. It's kind of a little more distorted than this one. Okay. Yeah, this place is carved into these mountains, you guys. And the mountains just look like mountains until you turn a corner and you find this palace carved into them. It's really cool. I've talked about this show many times on here, but there's this Lost Civilizations show. This guy who is an archaeologist, but he works with modern technology. He works with drones, and he uncovers ancient and lost civilizations. All right. Dee Dee Willingham, look her up on YouTube, is amazing. She does impeccable collage. Anyways, she always says, don't work with a straight edge, work with a torn edge. And it's easier to blend your edges into your paper with like acrylic paint and things if you work with torn edges. So she knows what she's talking about. We're going to go with Dee Dee's advice here. Have fun, Reagan. I made it. I'm so glad to be here this morning, even just for a few minutes. Hey, Cindy. Cindy, I made my craft roulette card and submitted it. Woohoo. Okay. Now we're taking a trip in our passport journal, art journal, to Petra. Okay, let's make some more mountains. I'm gonna Google some images of Jordan. And I'm gonna try to fill this out a bit. All right, let's go to, well, let's just, okay. Rakhmu, is ancient city and archaeological site in southern Jordan, famous for rock-cut architecture and water conduit systems. Petra is also called the Rose City because of the color of its sandstone from which it's carved. Yeah, see you guys? It just looks like mountains. You wouldn't suspect that inside are these amazing architectural wonders of the world. Um, let's find out a little bit about Jordan, because I feel like that's what I like to do when I'm doing something like this, is find out a little more. Ooh, look at this. I love like all the like Arabic like textiles of the Middle East and everything. Oh, it's gorgeous. Be really pretty to incorporate some of that design in with this and the color. I really like this. Let's do it. And some mountains. Okay. I know what I'm doing now. But yeah, I like to learn a little. And for me, that makes art journaling like, I guess, more meaningful and more impactful for me personally. Not everybody needs to do that. But for me, I just feel like it enriches the experience. Okay, I'm going to use my gouache paint. These are Holbein gouache, and it's just a little palette that I have built for myself. And let's get to it. I'm going to make that red kind of diamond design and work in this magic. All right. Just a little art journaling. Is Karen still here? Karen, was your release with PM Artist Studios the words like joy and grace and the foam stamps of words? Is that what you did this time? I saw flowers, but I don't think they were yours. I think they were somebody else's. I was trying to figure out what the latest PM Artist Studios release was the other day. You'll have to tell us about it. All right. So I'm just going to kind of paint a diamond design here, you guys. And I'm using my brush. I'm using like different edges of my brush. Okay, so I have a brush that's flat. It's a dagger brush. And so I use the wide part of the brush to create the wide parts of the diamond. And now I'm going in with the tip, the very edge of the brush right here, this part, to create the lines. Flow, oh my gosh, cranberry walnut sounds amazing. Cranberry walnut does sound amazing. I don't even know what y'all are talking about, but yes, I concur. I had to ask Karen because as I'm doing this, my brain started thinking about stencils, and then I started thinking about PM Artist Studio. If you give a mouse a cookie, that kind of thing. This page is going to be interesting. Here's the fun thing about art journaling is it's just fun. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be anything. It's a great place to play. I'm going to mix a little yellow in here with the red. Ooh, I just got a cool idea. I don't think we're going to do it, but I did get a cool idea. I need a different color for this red. I'm going to go with this like eggplant purple. It'd be so cool to like paint a scene throughout the plaid part. Like some of it would be filled in plaid parts, and then other parts would be like collectively a scene. My brain can't do that right now, but that'd be a fun idea. Okay, just gonna create like a textile look. Jill Pounds, what kind of event are you doing? Sal Storm, I'd probably go with coffees. I'm going to have coffee soon. I prepped it last night. Sal, you prep your coffee the night before? Do you do like a cold brew in the fridge? The way I make coffee cracks Desiree up because it's like got 15 steps to it. She asked me this morning if I started my coffee an hour ago, if I've had a cup yet. No, I went with a London fog this morning. Oh, I finished my little journal. It's officially done. My faces journal. I had 3 pages left and they're all filled in. They're all done. And I was reflecting, of course, because any practice is good for you, I think, artistically. Of course, I learned some things, but not a ton. I mean, I learned and practiced a couple of things. What I want to do next is do a whole journal, but with like lessons. I have some art books. Oh boy, do I have some art books. And they have like lessons in them. And I want to see what working through a book with lessons does for me versus aimlessly doing things at random. And I want to see the difference of growth. Because aimlessly at random, although I'm sure it helped me, wasn't maybe as fruitful as it could have been had I been focused with really learning some skills. I'm not upset that I did it. I just think I could have learned more. Again, supervision is needed. Okay. Let's mix another color in here. Let's mix. I think we're also going to have some mountains over here too. Let me go back to my reference photo. You finished your first art journal this week after 5 years, Maddie, but good. Do you like a London fog? I had Tower of London blended this morning. What's Tower of London, Jason? Okay, here's our inspo. Yeah, let's put some orange in there. Let's put some orange in there. I'm gonna have to mix it. I love a London fog. I never had one until recently, and I'm hooked. Yeah, let's put orange in here. I will look it up. I shall Google. So for those who don't know what a London fog is, I can tell you. It's Earl Grey tea with frothed cream and vanilla. And it is a little slice of paradise. If you like Earl Grey tea. If you do not like Earl Grey tea, then it will not be paradise. But if you like Earl Grey tea, it's a slice. It's a cup of paradise. Let's see, I gotta Google it. Okay, a Tower of London blended tea is Chinese black tea, stone fruit, bergamot, and honey. Mm. A popular aromatic blend. Huh. Chinese black tea, stone fruit tea. Oh, like black currant. Stone fruit, that's also peach, right? Peach is considered a stone fruit. but in this case bergamot, which is an orange, well, a citrus. So I guess the difference is a Chinese black tea instead of an English black tea. And then caramel and honey. Sounds delicious. I'll have to try that. All right. You guys, I had one other project I forgot that I wanted to work on with you today. Oh well. Another time. Whoa. Or maybe later. We'll see. We'll see where the morning takes us. I do have to work and clean. Or else Debbie and Larry may never come see me again. Okay. We've got the tapestry. Now I'm going to add more. I'll use the markers that Holly just ordered. I'll use the Ohuhu acrylic markers and come in here and add more detail to this tapestry. But hey, that gives us something to work with. I think I want to collage the mountains with more paper. So I'm going to set this to the side. And I'm going to make myself some mountains. And I was thinking I could just grab these scraps. Gosh, these are so thick though. Thick paper is not ideal for collage. Whoa. Let's do instead, I have another idea. Let's use tissue. Tissue paper. And it'll get all wrinkled and it'll look more like mountains. I'll use some tissue on it. Which means I need to get this back out. Okay, the gouache that I use today is regular gouache, which means it can be reactivated with water. It's basically a thick watercolor. What I love to use as well is acrylic gouache, which is basically matte acrylic paint. There are two types of gouache. All right, let's get our Petra image down. Bye, Karen. Have an awesome day. Bitty Penny White Gouache, not watercolor. How are they different? Gouache is opaque. It's more opaque than watercolor, although I didn't apply it in a super opaque way because I wanted to still see the paper behind. I could have totally, Maddie, to answer your question, I could have totally used watercolor. And as long as the watercolor was highly pigmented, which the ones I use are, it would have basically given me the same result. So you wouldn't need gouache. Most people use gouache because they want it super opaque. Let me show you. And if you want your gouache super opaque, it is best to start with them wet out of the tube because gouache is usually in a tube and not in a pan set. I made my pan set so that I could have gouache when I craft away from home. That way it can go with me and I can travel with it. but you can get it as opaque as you want it. You can get it super opaque. I wanted a really like big punch of color, so that's one reason I chose it. All right. Now, I feel like I need to bridge these two things. They're very stark and very different. And let's start with some tissue paper. And this will be cool because this will give us some like mountainous texture. You can use white tissue paper. I just have this, but you can use white tissue paper and just paint it. I'm going to tear this side too. I don't want a straight edge on my mountains. You guys, I didn't realize that Mod Podge was not archival. I don't know. I just assumed, I guess it was archival. Therefore, you're not going to see me use Mod Podge much anymore. Okay, let's, ooh, yeah, I was wondering how I'd pull in sand down below. And this is how we're going to do it. We're going to do it with this. So instead, I'm going to use matte medium. This one's very liquidy. Oh boy, here we go. The text and the phone calls begin. I can sense it. All right. I'm going to apply this in a very thin coat with my silicone brush. Yeah, so apparently Mod Podge will yellow over time. That's why it's not archival. And I didn't realize that. Learn something new every day. On a good day, anyways, right? Okay, this is cool. This is definitely going to give us our mountainous look. And then I've got more plans popping off in this brain. Oh, we started watching a new show, you guys. Well, okay. I actually don't know how old the show is. It's new to us. Called Will Trent. WILLTRENT. It's on Hulu, I think. I don't know. I don't turn the TV on. But it's really good if you like murder mystery stuff. If you don't like murder mystery, don't turn it on. You won't like it. Okay, hi, Paula K. Paula K, have I said hi to you? I am so sorry if I have not said hello to you yet. I saw you in here. I mean, I see you now, obviously, but I just don't know if I said hello, and that's rude. I'm sorry. It wasn't meant to be rude. It's just busy brain oversight. Okay. Man, look how this tissue paper is pulling this all together, you guys. Okay, we're going to put more mountains. over here. So let's get some more tissue paper. Now the straight edge on this one doesn't matter because it's going to have a straight edge anyways. If you love collage, you have to watch Dee Dee Willingham. If you like collage mixed media. If you like surreal collage, watch Barbara over at Nellie Ruth Designs. She does really good surreal collage. Mixed media collage, though. That's Dee Dee. I've been missing Dee Dee a whole lot. I need to catch up with her. Okay. She is a national treasure. All right. Okay, I'm trying to catch up. I purchased my decaf at Sam's. This one time I don't drink coffee every day. I don't either. And I have to drink decaf or else I can't sleep. It doesn't matter if I drink a cup of coffee. Well, coffee actually is sometimes a little better for me than tea, than caffeinated tea. But like, even if I drink it at 5 a.m., I still can't sleep that next night. Okay, man. I was a little worried, to be honest, how I was going to pull that page in, but man, that tissue paper just really did it for me. Okay. The next idea that I have for this page is I feel like it's really disjointed and I want to bring it all together. So I am going to use some white acrylic paint. This one happens to be a heavy body. It doesn't have to be, it's just what I have. And then I'm going to use a gel plate to roll it out. Little gel plate. And some stencils. I have really been wanting to use a stencil for quite some time since I got it, at least a month or two ago, which feels like, but I wanted it longer than that. This is from PM Artist Studio. This is Reaching Hands by our girl, Yolan, Devin Rex for Art. Anyways, I can't help but think of all the hands that it took probably over hundreds of years to build this incredible wonder. And so we're going to bring some hands in on this. And that might not be your first thought, but that's the fun thing about art journaling. Okay. So I'm going to start with some white acrylic paint. Yeah, Maddie, I know. Like, how did I not know that Mod Podge is not archival? Let me see what it says on the thing. Sorry, I hit you guys. I'm so sorry. Does it say it's archival? Water-based glue, sealer and finish. Da, 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 da. No, I just thought maybe it was. I just assumed. No, it doesn't claim to be. I just wasn't paying attention. That's okay. We'll use up that bottle for like little projects, you know, like crafty things I do with Sparkle Heart. Okay. Let's see. If I can get some of these hands in here. And kind of represent all the people, all the hands. I think I'm going to have to use a different tool than the brayer. I think we're going to have to sponge these hands in here. Okay, no problem. I'm just going to use a paper towel. You know what? Let me use a wet baby wipe. It'll work better. Now, see, this is gouache under here, so it's kind of reactivating because it's not acrylic gouache. It's regular gouache. So I need to tap on top of it and not rub, unless I wanted it to have some pinkness in it. I think art journaling is very freeing, you guys. Okay, let's get some over here. I'm not going to do all the hands. I'm just going to do some of the hands. Okay. I think this is such a cool stencil. Once this white acrylic paint has dried, we are going to go back over it with those acrylic markers. And we're going to play with some acrylic markers on these. Let's see. Let's see if that's enough. Oh, fun. It's just fun, you guys. That's all. It's just fun. Let's put a hand up here. Let's give him a hand. All right. Put a hand up there. You'll notice that many of Biddy's artistic ideas come straight from her good heart. Flo, why? Why do you? Thank you. I think that's what I'm supposed to say. But why thank you? Okay. So let's put a hand over here. And we're going to color in these hands. And we're going to, I think, add more details too, still to that back area there. I think it would be pretty cool to make this page look ancient, still like thinking about the hands that built it, but now how our modern day art is inspired by what people did centuries ago. I think that I really like that concept. inspired by centuries old art and design. Okay. And let's put one more. Oh, just put a whole little group down here in this corner. Oh, I already have some on my gel plate. Thanks for Petra, Angie. So, conceptually now is really stirring some like interest, and I don't know, it's making me excited the way this is all coming together. I think that's the other thing too, you guys, is to reflect more on like art journaling is like, even if your page doesn't turn out to be like really beautiful or aesthetically pleasing, like conceptually, I love where this page is taking my thoughts and my feelings, like, you know, reflecting on the work, the artistry, the vision that someone had for Petra, and how that influences us today. I think that's really cool. And I wouldn't have thought of that today had I not started working on this journal page. So even if it doesn't turn out to be super cool, the thoughts behind it, the heart inside of it is. And I think that it evokes feeling and it evokes thought that I wouldn't have had otherwise. All right, so let's get some of these hands dry. Some of them I really gooped it up. Paula, you're off the hook for this week at least. I popped in right after she finished her card. Now I don't have to remember for her. Oh, Paula, bless your heart. You don't have to do that. I mean, even if y'all remember for me, I might still miss it. Like Jason gave me fair, and Paula, you did too on Thursday morning. Hey, get your card in, and I still failed to succeed. But then that failure led to enough shame that I was ready to make my craft roulette gel card because I rightfully belong in there. This is fun. This is a fun page. Cheryl's, when's your wedding day? Has it come and gone? What day are you getting hitched, girlfriend? $7 days from today. Oh, that would be the 18th. Oh my gosh. Wait, yeah, that's the day before Sparkle Heart's birthday. I will be at an amusement park with my daughter and her friends. But see, she's turning 13, so I told her, you and your friends can walk around and do your own thing, and I'll hang out at a table and just make art. So I'm going to be just playing at a table for hours that day, making art. What I should do is invite one of my friends. Anyways, I'll be making art and hanging out while she goes and plays. But I'm not just leaving her. I can't. I can't just drive up and drop the girls off. I have to be there. Helicopter mom. We can't get you to 100 if you don't submit your cards. Girl, I don't think that number is adding up right. It seems to go down every time I think every time I look at it, it seems a little low. Some of these hands are a little more dry than others. My goal is to get to 100 before Craft Roulette Live. And Angie said, I got time. No, Cindy, I can't. I just can't. The world is just too crazy, and my kids have been sheltered. Um, and yeah. Plus, there's other children involved, so I will be there. I'll just take my go bag and craft my little heart out while they go ride roller coasters and drive go-karts and stuff like that. Now I will go play putt-putt, and I will ride the carousel, and I will drive some go-karts. But I want her to feel a little independent, you know. Get a taste of it. Okay. Thanks for listening to my heat gun. I know what you mean about the numbers. I don't think I'm ever going to get to 200. I did hit 190 last night, even if it's the worst card I've ever made. Oh, Paula, I'm sure your card is fabulous and you're being hard on yourself. And 190, that is so impressive. So impressive. Okay, you guys. Now, I want to doodle a bit on this page. What if I have an idea? What if we bring in and make these kind of like the ancient hands and these the more modern hands because of the influence, right? Okay. Miss Holly, you're going to love these, I think. They are awesome. Let's use them. Okay, so I'm going to make these kind of like the more ancient looking hands. For one thing, see this? You can look and see that this paint is not mixed. Like this is darker, this is lighter. I love that. So then you can mix it up. Shake it up. And you can check and you can go, oh yeah, that looks much better. That looks smooth. I just love that. Okay. we need to bring some of this brightness over here. So we're going to use some red and some orange and some purple. I just like to mix, you know, like I'm going to use 3 colors. I'm going to mix 3 colors at the same time. See that purple's like dark up there and then light down here. And these are on sale on Amazon right now, you guys. YouTube automatically tags products now, which is cool and all, except for like, I think these are cheaper on Amazon than they are at Target right now. So just shop around. All right, I need to figure out how I want to do these hands. Hold on. I'll show you once I have it Googled. So I just Googled ancient Arabic hand art because, you know, like they usually do the henna on their hands. I think that would be a really cool way to bring, again, tradition into our art journaling page. So let's do that. Let's do, you know, like Zentangle, henna hands, something like that. Let's do it. But we're going to do some like psychedelic colors because I want it to match this other page. So, what do y'all think about art journaling now that we've kind of just, I told you we were going to dive in. Has anyone not previously entertained having an art journal, but now you're entertaining the idea? Has anybody tried it? Maddie has finished hers. Way to go, Maddie. So proud of you, girl. Yeah, I'd love to know. If anyone's getting inspired and maybe trying it and they never thought they would before, they didn't think they were that into it. Let's give her some red fingernails. It's very freeing. Guys, it's very, very freeing, very fun. Now, this is not Zentangle. This is just Doodle Brain. But you could tangle stamps and tangles. Here's a pen. Time to press on without glue. Oh, yeah. It was poofy because you're going to what, cool Johnny? Oh, yes. Hairspray was like lacquer in the bathroom. Oh my gosh. Cindy, do you remember the days of Aquanet and like your hand would stick to the bottle? You like have your hairspray and you just like have to rip it off your hand with the my goodness. Mhm. Yep, I remember all that. Let's see. Let's get out some of Desiree's tangles and make my life easier. Let's use this fragment. She's got these handy dandy fragments now. Ooh, yeah, let's use that one. Like it. Just popping in to say good morning, everyone. Hey there, Melissa. How's it going? We're doing art journaling now. We made a card earlier. There, let me clear off so you can see what we're doing. Sorry, y'all. We're just looking at the hoo-hoo stuff the whole time. But yeah, we're art journaling right now. We're doing ancient meets modern. Ancient inspiration. This is my new journal, my ledger journal from one of the queens of paper crafting, Miss Dina Wakeling. And it's my passport journal. So you're all caught up. Now you know all the details. What's going on? Okay. Like it. Like it so much. Let's do some more. Let's do some circles on this one. So I'm just stamping this and diversifying. Well, that's a funky hand. It's a funky moment. That's fine. And if you can't live with something that you've done, you just don't like it, you can always cover it up. You can always collage right back on top of it. Or with these paint pens, you'd be able to cover it as well. I don't know. I'm just playing, and that's the fun of art journaling, so you can just play. It's purple. I think for this one, just making sure I'm not going to smear something. I'm going to make this hand bigger. Just following the guide here, but making it bigger. I think she's got all the marbles. She's like holding all the marbles in the palm of her hand. Let's draw some like lines. Like that's the palm of her hand. She's got all the marbles. Me, I don't have all the marbles. You're all like, yeah, we know that. All right, let's embellish some of these hands down here. all the hands. Thanks. Yeah, it's to symbolize all the hands that it took to build this ancient marvel and how they influence, you know, art today, how they influence us now in this moment. Old meets new. I always tell Desiree, please forgive me. I know your stamps are a mess in my life, but that's just because I love them so much. I mean, some of them are still in my stamp positioning tool. They're a little bit everywhere, but it's because I love them. I'm going to put that one over here. Put this one over here. And strategically stamp. I could put 4 on one block. All right, let's do some more stamping here. It's my fault. This is elevated. This is not flat. So we're going to get mixed results. Let me flatten it. Try that again. There we go. Better. I'm going to work some of these around and other places too, to the best of my ability. All right. Let's put this one right here. We'll make these like henna. Let's see if I can get a better, put that one inside of that one. Still not great. Let me put my hand back here. See, but it's no stress. That's what I like about like junk journaling and art journaling is it doesn't have to be stressful because it doesn't have to be perfect. I feel like with card making, the only reason we get so persnickety is because our canvas is small. You know, we've got this small canvas. We have to make things fit on it. We have to make it work. But something like this, you know, the canvas is quite large. And we can be more playful. All right, let's put some of these over here. These hands, can't see to line this up. There we go. These hands are going to be like more ancient looking. Sorry, I know this journal is big and therefore it's hard for y'all to see everything. All right. The cool thing too is like, if you art journal like this, but you won't consider yourself an art journaler, you're like, no, I'm a card maker. Thing is you get to test out a lot of your mediums and your supplies and figure out how they work. So then when you are working on that smaller canvas, when you're working on a card or something, you're going to have a better idea about what your mediums can do. Yeah. They are particular, the Nahuku, Ahuhu, and they have a brush nib. You don't have to prime them, which is also really nice. I love that you can just see the color right through the barrel, so you don't have to guess what color you know, you don't have to do, I didn't even do color swatches for these because it's like, I can see the color. Everything's labeled really well. Yeah, I just really, really like them. Now these were sent to me by Ohuhu, but I'm telling you things that aren't even an opinion. They're just like factual, like, oh, you can see paint through the barrel. They're very opaque, as you can tell, which I also like a whole lot. Opaque meaning you can't, they're not transparent. You can't see through them, so they cover things up. So like I'm having to be careful right now to not cover up the stamping that I've done. Otherwise I could. Let's give this girl some orange fingernails. I like the fingernails. We could put some gold rings on them too. Let's give both of these some orange fingernails. And where's the red? And then these girls can have some red fingernails. But yeah, I've been very pleased with them. They are acrylic paint markers, by the way. If I didn't say that already. I hope y'all can see what I'm doing. Let's color this in. Sorry, that's the only thing about this journal is it's difficult to fit it all within the frame. Okay, so these hands over here are our modern funky hands. And then we're about to move over to the ancient hands. What's cool about this too, you guys, is since these are acrylic paint, I can lay down all this detail right now. And now when I'm done, if it's dry, I can come back in with my watercolors and add more detail, and it won't mess up this paint as long as it's dry. So that's super cool. Let's make this red. Have y'all been watching any of the Artemis mission, NASA astronauts who are orbiting around the moon right now? They got a solar eclipse, which was pretty cool. They've named a few things, you know, that hadn't previously been named. One thing named after their vessel, the Integrity, something we all need more of. And another one after, I think, one of the astronauts' wives that passed. I think her name's Carol. I think something's named Carol up there now. Anyways, y'all know I love the moon. I'm a moon watcher. And so, yeah, I check in with astronauts each day and see. I got to see what they're doing up there. Got to get my lunar updates. Ooh, I love the way this is coming together, you guys. I think it's super fun. Let's paint this red again. It kind of reminds me of a ladybug. And it's red with those dots. Let's paint this one purple. I know, y'all probably weren't thinking this. This is what we were going to do today, but you know what? I didn't know this is what we were going to do today either. So that makes a few of us. And I love making progress in this little journal. By the way, maybe this journal is not in your budget. Maybe you're on a no spend, but you love the look of these pages. I would encourage you to grab a book that you don't mind turning into an art journal, and you can use clear gesso on your book pages, and then you can have something like this. So if you have an old book and you want to use it as an art journal because you want like something that's not a white page, then get an old book, put some clear gesso on it, and clear gesso. I'm not going to recommend anything else. I was going to say maybe some clear matte medium, but anyways. And then you can have something similar to this. If you want this journal, get it over at Ranger. Last time I checked, it was back in stock. Okay, so now I'm switching up my color palette, and now I want to bring some of this brown over here. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to go through here, and we're going to pull out a few browns, maybe a couple of grays. And there was this really neutral looking pink that I liked, this one. Okay. And now these will be our color palettes, or our color palette for this page. We're going to bring them together. Yeah, nice. I had to figure out on my own. Wait, what? Okay, let me go back. My mama would put it in my hair. I gotta go further back. It landed last night. It was amazing. Wait, it landed where? On the moon? I didn't think they were landing. Maybe we're talking about something else. Add bracelets. That's a great idea, Holly. Yeah, I want to, at the end, when I have these done with this palette, I'm going to come in with a gold pen, and we're going to add some gold because everything's a little better with some gold. Oh my goodness, the fingernails. Wait, what's lemon juice doing? I'm trying to figure out the conversation going on between Cindy and Messy Missy. Oh, y'all are talking about the Aquanet. Okay, okay. I'm with you. I'm with you. All right. I had to mix those up. These are the colors we're using. Ancient. Let's go. I think I'm going to knock back this white a little bit and make them a little more brown. So I'm going to use really quickly. I need to move quick. Water. The brush. And as long as this paint is still wet, which it is, I can blend out this acrylic paint. Because I'm wanting to bring in more of these warm tones. So this is how I'm going to do it. Is this the color I was using? I don't know. No, but that's okay. We'll add a little bit of this and a little bit of that. And then we're going to use our water brush. And we're going to blend it out. Don't need too much water. A dab will do. What's kind of cool about this is that the ancient hands, it's like we're bringing them back to life a little bit. And I like that. I like the idea of that. Let's make some darker. We need a human rainbow. It makes the world a better place. Let's add the rainbow. You guys, my husband got us a new beautiful bench for our front porch. Solid wood. Oh, it's gorgeous. Spoiled. I'm spoiled, I tell you. Yeah. Love it. Okay. Let's go even darker. Was that the darkest color? Oh, let's get some red. Reddish brown in here. 1, 2, I had to count the digits. I was getting confused there for a second. Okay. Hi, Noni. How's it going? We're doing some art journaling. We made a craft roulette card earlier in the live, and now we're doing some Petra art journaling. All right, get these little hands in here. All right, and I need to darken up these. And maybe for like these, I'll just color them in. I don't need to water them down. Okay. And this one. All right. Now let's paint in these orbs, which will also be in earth tones. It's going to be like their henna. Well, this has been so much fun. I hope you guys are enjoying it, even if you're not an art journaler. And that's okay. No pressure. You do you, boo. Thanks for letting me do me. I love that you guys put up with me. Thank you so much. Let's put some gray. I wonder if Desiree even knows that this looks like an ancient coin. Make sure y'all can still see what I'm doing. Yeah, you can. Also, when you're art journaling, you may doubt yourself. Just keep going. Just keep adding things, you know, just keep swimming. You'll get there. You'll land on something you like, or you won't, but most likely you will. Just keep swimming. All right. Ooh, I just had another good idea for the gel pen. All right, let's do some henna on this one. Like the sun. A little bit like the sun. All right. I don't want to put my hand. I can't really rest my hand on the painting because I don't want to smear anything. If I could rest my hand, it would be a little less jiggly, wiggly. That is a technical term. Okay. What do y'all think? Conceptually, I think it's coming together. I really think the hands helped incorporate the two different sides. All right. I think we need a title for the page, which will be easy. And then we need gold. You like it? Good. Penny, I received Happy Mail. Beautiful card. Oh, I'm so glad, Maddie. I sent those out on Monday. So glad. There's quite a few people here that probably need to check their, if I have your address, and I used a whole book of stamps, but I only had one book, so I definitely have more to send. This girl likes a lot of rings like me, although today I don't have any on. Let's get some golden fingernails. Why not? Okay. One thing I want to do is like a ring over here, but then like a chain that goes to a bracelet. So I'll do a ring, golden ring, and then like a chain. That goes to a bracelet. I mean, this is where we really just get to play here. See? Fancy. They be fancy. Let's add some more gold. really have too much, can we? I don't think so. Let's add a little more. I think we'll add a title and I'll probably be done for now. Maybe a cool quote would be good. I wonder. Just kind of outlining them in the gold. I wonder how long it took to build Petra. Well, Petra was the town, but how long it took to build this. Fill that in with some gold. Got to add some gold over here. The ancient hands can't be having all the fun. Let's get some gold fingernails. Thanks for hanging out with me today. I hope you guys, look, I know this may not be right up your alley, but I still hope you found inspiration and had fun chatting with your friends in the chat. It is a lot to keep up with a creative daily journal. Woo! I don't even know if I could do it. I mean, I could do it for 30 days. Probably, hopefully, in a good month. What else? Should I add anything else? I am kind of tempted. I'm tempted to do this. When I was playing with Altenew, I had this shimmer paste. And I mixed it with gold flakes. These two go really well together. Let me get a stencil. Oh my gosh, you guys. I need to clean my craft room so badly. Okay. So something with like, you know, small spaces, little holes. Whoa. Just threw that right across the room. Hey, Penny, you are very... More is more. I love that about you. Oh, I am. I am very much more is more. So much that it hurts, Flo. Okay. So I'm gonna stencil a little bit of this in here. Then what we do is while it's wet and while the stencil is still there, we apply this. Not everywhere. Like that much will do. You have to do smaller pieces or else it won't work. Here, let's get this off of the stencil. I was trying to do a whole sheet, but a whole sheet won't work. When I did it before, I had to use little pieces. So what I'm going to do for now is just put a little bit of this gold down here. And the main thing is I don't want to tap down too hard because it will distort the shapes, like the circles, and I don't want to do that. So we're just going to put that down. We're going to, oh, this is the answer though. It needed this. We're going to put some up here. And then we're going to put some of this gold in there too. This beautiful color, this is Sea Barrel. Goes really well with gold. I picked this color because I thought it could look like patina. And yeah, I'm really satisfied. The budget only allowed for one color, so this is the color I chose. I'm very happy with my selection. I'm going to build a collection of these shimmer relief paste from Altenew over time because I really do like them. Oh, it needed the stencil. Now, you guys, we may not get to see the end result here because I don't know if y'all want me to pull out my heat gun and dry it and do all that or not. But this stuff is going to have to dry. Let's put some right here. Betty, I never thought adding those flakes through the stencil. Yeah. Yeah, if they're small enough, you can. I did it before it was successful, but these flakes are larger. Well, I could tear them, but I'm just going with it. Okay. Man, I feel like the stencil is just kind of marrying everything together so beautifully. It's making it all make sense. For me, anyways. Okay. I think that's gonna do it. Maybe a little up here by this hand that's holding all the marbles. This girl with all the marbles up here. Give her a little bit too. Yeah, and when you have these silicone brushes, they're lovely because you can just clean them off so easily. They're just fabulous. And I don't have to worry about damaging a paintbrush. I can't tell you how many paintbrushes over the years I've had to throw away because of, like, you know, mediums that get in them and get dried. Okay, you guys. Hot Mess Express has concluded this journal, this art journal page. Hey, it's great to be able to be a hot mess somewhere. For me, it's in the things I make. And other places too. There we go. What a fun page. I will title it, since it is a passport kind of journal. I wonder where we'll go to next. I don't know. I saw the votes for London and Paris. Just making sure these are really tapped in here. Okay. Whew, that's wild. It looks really wild in my viewfinder, what you guys are seeing. It looks a little less wild for me. I don't know why. Maybe because I've been looking at this version while y'all looked at that version. I look for that brush at Dollar Tree, but can't find it. It's in the makeup section, and you won't find this one. I didn't get at Dollar Tree that has like the gems and the golly, look how used this thing is. But the gems and the handle, I got this on Amazon. It's silicone mask brush, mask, like you know the facial mask that you put on. It's made for facials. I can't remember who put me onto these, but it's been years ago, obviously. And yeah, they're just brilliant. You can buy them in multi-packs. Um, but yeah, they used to have them at Dollar Tree, Maddie, in the makeup. Look in the makeup section next time. Don't look in the art because they're not made for art specifically. They're made for makeup. And we grabbed them and brought them into the art world. Hot Mess Express. You got it. Deputy Heidi. Hi. How you doing? I had so much fun putting myself in your hands yesterday and making my craft roulette gel card. If you even want it, I was going to give it to you when I see you at Craft Roulette Live. You may not want it. You might be like, yeah, you can keep that. Oh, thanks, Cindy. Oh, you loved it. Okay, yeah, it's yours. You are Deputy Heidi after all. Let's see where it's on my desk somewhere. Here it is. I'm like sulking with shame in the background. I did it again. Didn't turn in my craft roulette card. And she's not as pretty as you are. She was my first sketch and I just went with it. But I did try to capture your beautiful hair. Your beautiful blonde hair. Oh, quote for card: travelers are the greatest ambassadors of tolerance. Thank you. I will add that. I'll add that right up here. I was wanting a quote from Jordan. You're reading my mind, Holly. And I don't think I said it out loud. Um, so thank you. Thank you for reading my mind. Holly, did your paper ever arrive? I sure hope so. All right, let's see if this is dry enough. Yeah. Well, no. No, it's not. Not really. I was hoping I could kind of dry it, you guys, and you could get the effect. But I did lay it on kind of thick. This will be a good test, actually. I have not tested this paste and how it does in a book. You know, will my pages stick together? I don't know. Oh, that is another thing, you guys. If you're doing an art journal book, do not use Mod Podge for your images and stuff, like the way we put this tissue on here, because it will stick your pages together. Sad but true. was like 20 minutes ago. Jennifer, what was 20 minutes ago? Did I say I wanted a quote from Jordan 20 minutes ago? I do. Yes, was it out of time? Okay, yesterday. Oh, you're welcome. Oh, good, good, good. Thanks for being patient with me. It was a timing thing. I had another order too from some sweet person the week I was out from the surgery. So those were just a little delayed. Okay, you guys. Well, it's not quite dry, but I think this page I'll be able to demonstrate what this looks like. And we're going to find out together if this stuff is going to stick my pages together. Now, if you use something and you find that it's sticking your pages together, you can always put like parchment paper or parchment paper in between your pages, and at least, because once it's done, right? But look at that. Okay, I want to make sure you can see. That is so nice. Isn't that cool? I love that effect. Like a little bit of patina with the gold flakes. Oh, love it. Okay, this side's not quite dry. All right, let's put our quote in there and then we'll let you guys go. On to have a wonderful weekend. All right, put my markers back. Maybe I'll use one of these dark browns. All right. I love this quote, by the way. All right. Oh, we're going to have to put a crown because she's a queen. All right. Let me find the quote again. Pretty penny. Quote, travelers are the greatest ambassadors of tolerance. It's so true. Like my mother and father-in-law are world travelers. They travel all over the world all the time, and they are such tolerant, understanding, and open-minded people. Travelers. Tolerance. Oh. Well, he almost made it. All right. That was my honey. All right. Queen Raina of Jordan. Which is great. Because that's what we're talking about today. Thank you. Now let's go over that with maybe some gold, maybe some white. We need a crown in here. All right. Dry this off. When you travel the world, you'll see we just all want peace, love, and happiness. We just all want to live a good life, love our family, celebrate our traditions. and be who we were born to be. I truly believe that. All right. Now, we're going to have to add a crown. Just real quick. We're talking about a queen here. Whoops. Bye, Kalinda. I'm almost out of here myself. All right, we just need a little crown. We'll put it, I guess, right here. Let's do these two yellows. I want something that'll show up. I hope you guys enjoyed this today. Thanks for hanging out with me. Refereeing soccer. Oh, have fun. Okay. Let's draw a quick little crown. To art journal, you can also use just any sketchbook. You can make yourself an art journal with junk journaling supplies. Guys, the sky's the limit. You don't have to have this book. You don't have to have any particular book. You just need a place to play. I'm cleaning off the tip of this marker because it picked up some of that gouache. All right, there we go. These would be more opaque if if I added another layer, but also I'm trying not to pick up any of the gouache underneath. That's it. That is our journal page. Let me bring back our card, which was a totally different vibe, I have to say. Oh, it's too wet for me to add the gold. That's okay. I'm just going to leave it alone. Just leave it alone, Betty Penny. All right. All right. So this is our journal page. Almost forgot what our card looked like. This is the card that we made at the beginning. Completely different vibe. This is my craft roulette card for this week. It's a Zoe fold and Easter egg colors, seal, and 4 squares. So that's how I met the parameters of that card. I think it's really fun. And then we did this ancient like Petra page. And this is my passport journal. So we have Mexico, we have Australia. We started with Australia. Oh, what's happening here is things are seeping through from other pages. In case, because I was actually kind of wondering what happened there. I think it's seeping through right here. Let me hold this up. So see, this purple kind of seeped through to there. That's fine, I don't care. But you might do like I did and turn back and make sure your page can still open. All right, but that's it. This is a fun journal. This is the Dina Wakley Ledger Journal. I'm going to leave this page open and let it completely dry. This is nice and dry now, so I can rub off. These are not. This one feels pretty dry, but it may not be dry enough. But yeah, thank you guys. Well, you're most welcome, Maddie. Thanks for hanging out so long. Just got back from a 2-mile walk. Can't believe you're still here. Well, I got to art journaling, Linda. Glad you got a 2-mile walk. Kudos. Pat on the back. I need to do that. Well, you guys, I love y'all so much. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Go get your craft roulette cards turned in. Maybe before this moment you never thought of art journaling before, but maybe start an art journal today. You don't have to do places. You could do people, you can do abstract art. Your art journaling doesn't have to have a purpose and meaning or anything like that. I just like mine to. It's a personal preference, but you can art journal anything. You can art journal your feelings, your emotions, your childhood memories. Y'all want to see real quick? uh, but just for those who are brand new to all this, let me see if I can find it. If it's easy to get to. I just want to give you more ideas real quick. Well, where'd she go? Just real quick, for those who are just so I can rope you in. These are just postcards that I art journaled on, and I punched holes in them and made a journal just out of random postcards. I mean, you can literally use anything, and it's just fun. So this was a little one that I made. All right, that's it. Oh, I'm so glad you think so, Cindy. Glad you had a fabulous morning here. Ah, thanks. Thank you. All right. Well, I love you guys to pieces. Have a wonderful weekend. I'll see you back here on Monday if you're up for it. Um, and yeah, have a crafty, fun weekend. Make some memories, make some things, and just have fun. Love to all. Bye, everyone.